That's all I got. Secretly on screen. You secretly know what I mean. Secret books. Check out secrets. Take a look.
Either do it or don't. Stop broadcasting.
He'll show them off to you so you can see them. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows.
Well, that's what Jekyll wasn't either. So I think it's just they got it right.
Super quick witted, you can think on the fly. And if you want a challenge, then you should stop by.
Take secret characters and make them hide.
It's tight.
It's sacred.
Well, I was trying to keep a little bit of the song. Just a little bit.
I'm gonna give him a big
Secret shout out.
What
the secret's about.
It's so nerdy in every single way.
Well, that's what we're here for
Nerdy
today.
Effect, I can watch it all day.
Secret.
Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows, and it's great.
Secret. Ready?
What is up, Affected? Welcome to the Nerdy Effect. That is right, it is Friday.
Got your
Fist
glasses on.
bump Friday. I did it on purpose. I did not take time to angle the camera properly, though, before I started the show. There we go. Now, the United States Olympic flag can be seen perfectly in the corner right there. Nice nerd glasses, bro.
Those are his real glasses.
Honestly, these are my real glasses. I usually don't wear glasses because, glasses are for nerds. But
you
tonight,
don't need them like I do.
Christina Lopez. But tonight, I figured since it is a secret show, I was going to be a little bit different tonight. But it is nice to be able to read the comments without having to squint a little bit, though. That is fantastic.
We can't get you contacts, you know that.
But I can't wear them. But the reason that we're doing a show tonight is, I said I was going to take a break, and I'm still technically in my break. But we have two reasons. Number one is I am an Olympic nut. I absolutely love the Olympics. I really haven't even been playing any games. Hang on.
Excuse you.
I haven't even been playing any games. I don't play Fallout. I don't play Four Kings Casinos.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Do not do that. But anyway, I haven't been playing any games. Like, as soon as I get home, I get right in front of the TV and I start watching the Olympics, and I watch it way up until the night to where I just can't take it anymore and I just have to go to sleep. But honestly, like, the Olympics have sort of like engulfed me, and a long time ago when the Olympics were coming up, I talked about doing a show about this, and I wanted to do an Olympic shows, but the break hit and, the other stuff hit in the meantime, and I just didn't have the time. But I'm thinking, after all this awesome stuff that I've seen in the Olympics so far, I have to do a show and talk about it. So my goal is tonight to do roughly a 1 hour show, so it's just going to be like pretty much a half of a normal show. YouTube better fix the problem. It's all right, though. You can still hang out, right? You can still check it out. Freddie and James. That's right. I saw Mrs. Freddie up there. I didn't see Mr. Freddie, though.
Yeah, he's in it.
Oh, awesome. Oh, what's going on, buddy? But anyway, I'm doing technically my Olympic show, but since it is a normal Nerdy Effect show, we got the Cartoon Brawl to do, too. So we do have Bugs Bunny versus Optimus Prime, and this is a very, very key vote tonight, because this chooses who goes into the three-way dance of either side. And we're only going to do one of these tonight, so you got all night to do it. Hopefully the stream doesn't crash and all that stuff. But anyway, do have Bugs Bunny versus Optimus Prime. I hope I spelled that right. So for the most part tonight, we're going to be discussing the Olympics. I do have a few things down here that I want to show and talk about. I have 2 pops I have to get to tonight.
One of them is, spoiler alert,
Olaf. No, but I do have 2 that I want to get to tonight. So, for those of you who aren't Olympic nuts like me, and granted, I don't follow any of these people's careers outside of the Olympics. I don't really. It's not that I don't care about swimming. It's just that for some reason it just sort of like all the Olympics, all the sports and everything.
Mr. Nerdy
Yes! What's going on, buddy? But everything about the Olympics sort of just like engulfs me. Like, even though the World Championships is almost the same thing and they do it every year, like the Olympics just sort of grabs me. So if you don't watch the Olympics, this show's probably not going to be for you, because I'm going to drop a lot of facts because of all the stuff that I've been learning. And honestly, I have notes. I have pages of notes because I didn't have to. Nick Hardy! What's going on, buddy? Good to have you in here. Good to see you back. Bugs Bunny, my friend George, is sitting here. Oh, there you go. I get the joke. But anyway, so I want to talk about some of this stuff. Who you calling normal? Oh, well, good point. Mr. Mexico, of course, hanging out. And since it's technically not a normal show, I don't have to wear the bestie necklace. But you do. You're not out of this.
The bestie necklace is secretly hanging on the side of the TV.
It's always secretly hanging on the side of the TV. Well, except those couple of times when I wear it in the shower, but that's none of your business.
It is video.
But anyway, these notes aren't in any real random. They're not in really order. They're sort of random everywhere. But the stuff that I wanted to talk about. And the first thing I want to talk about is the women's time trial in cycling. The women's individual time trial in cycling. Miss Kristen Armstrong. She won her 3rd back-to-back gold medals. And this year she won a gold medal at the age of 42.
Damn.
Yeah. 4 years ago, she won her 2nd, and then 8 years ago from there, she won her 1st gold medal in cycling. And it is absolutely ridiculous the amount of, like how they do this. Like, it's not just like, oh, let's go down the block. No. They are cycling through the hills of Brazil. That rhymes. And, I mean, it is just intense. But let me tell you this, just to start off.
Poet, and you secretly didn't know it.
Most of this stuff is America. Most of this stuff is America. I do break into a little of the other countries, and we will go through the medal
they're
count.
badass enough to make them.
But yeah, I mean, it's America. That's where I'm from. That's where this flag is from. It's not made there, but it's where it's from. But yeah, at the age of 42, she won her 3rd gold medal in a row in the same event, which is absolutely insane, let alone doing it later in life.
Yes, he missed all of y'all. You have no idea. This has become an addiction.
Let's see here. The next thing on my list is the women's gymnastic team. They won gold in the all-around event, and that is, of course, the United States. Yeah, the United States gymnasts right now, the team that went there for the females, is absolutely dominant. I mean, they are crushing it. And I believe today is the individual events. Like, they have the team all around, and then last night they had the individual all around, and then tonight they do the individual events. Like, there'll be a medal for the pommel horse and a medal for the vault. Or not, women don't do pommel horse, but they do vault and floor exercise and all that stuff. So it'd be kind of cool to see how everything's going to play out with this. But Simone Biles, if you have not seen anything from her, she is absolutely amazing. And what they're saying, yeah, she is a beast. And what they're saying about her is she is gymnastics. Like, even people like back, that sounds weird, but even women like back in the 90s and stuff have nothing on what this girl is capable of. You want to bet? What do I owe her? I don't understand. But yeah, USA is killing it. And now see, I bring this up in conversations all the time about why USA is killing it. There's a couple of factors. Number one, it is, we're the greatest country in the world, but that's not it. The real thing is, we have 500 athletes in this.
Yeah.
And other places like Kazakhstan have 3. You know, so these 3 guys have to compete to win 3 medals, whereas 60% of us in the United States could fall out and we would still get 3 medals. Michael Phelps has won 4 on his own.
Yeah, he kind of beats the majority.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's why US is killing it. yes, we are great. Yes, we are good at what we do, but we do have the advantage over having, like, the most events widespread. What's going on, R&T Gaming? How you doing, man? Salty Balls, USA. But the frowny face chick don't make it this year. No, she didn't, but she has nice boobs. You should check her out on Instagram. I am Big Daddy Juggalo, but it is the Olympic time, and I got to talk about the Olympics. But anyway, Simone Biles is amazing. So we got to talk about the people who have faltered. You know, a few people have faltered. The French gymnast Samar Said, he snapped his left leg on the vault. And if you, like I said, if you don't watch the Olympics, that's fine. I mean, it's just sort of my bag. But Google this or check it out on YouTube. Google Samar Said.
If you've got a soft stomach, don't Google it.
So Fred Miller, what's going on, buddy? So he runs at that vault, man, and he pounces off, and it's badass. And when he lands, he sticks it, and that leg just snaps. I mean, it's just
the
dangling.
guy that was doing the weightlifting, he snapped his freaking arm.
I've got that. Okay. It's coming up. That's actually my next list.
James likes the Great Britain.
Yes. There you go. But the Armenian weightlifter, his name is Andrik. Not gonna even try to pronounce his last name. Starts with a K. Andrik. But anyway, it was the clean and jerk at 195 kilograms is what he was clean and jerking. And that is just a dirty term, but it's a real weightlifting technique. 195 kilograms, for the old people on the America side, is 430 pounds. 430 pounds from the floor above your head. Holy crap. That's like two of me. Like, seriously, that is ridiculous. Over his head, and when he got up there, it's not that it didn't break. He dislocated it.
Yeah,
he dislocated his elbow. Let's do it on the side. And it just goes, pow! Like, it just, but the weights didn't land on him or anything. He was fine, and they just sort of popped it back in place. But yeah, 430 pounds over his head. Absolutely ridiculous. And then we got to talk about Great Britain's gymnast, Ellie Downey. And she's the one that's on the floor exercise. And for some reason, in the middle of her floor exercise, she sort of like she tripped, sort of, and then went forward right on her neck. And it was just, like, insane. There you go. No big deal at all. But that's not really where the story ends. Like, when the French gymnast snapped his leg, he's done. When the weightlifter dislocated his elbow, he's done. But she landed on her neck, and then she got up, shook it off, went to the corner, and was about to continue her routine, and then stopped. And she knew something was wrong. So she went back to the locker room and all that, and they thought she was done. And then it was something like 20 minutes later, she comes out of the locker room, walks right up to the vault, and I think you have to do a practice vault before you vault for the medal. Before you vault for the score. And she did. She gave herself a tombstone. But she says, no, I'm going to do it. She says, not only am I going to do one vault, I'm going to do my practice vault, and I'm going to do the real one. And she did. And because she did it and she stuck it, she actually said, She actually sent Great Britain's team to the finals, and that's just absolutely amazing. It just shows the endurance that some of these athletes go through to do this, what they absolutely love. What's going on? The endo face plant. Jesse, how you doing, man? But yeah, you're right. It kind of was, man, right in her face. But because she, sort of like stuck it out and got up there, she actually sent Great Britain to the finals. One thing it is it didn't matter. They didn't win gold, silver, or bronze. A little sad, but honestly, just to show the endurance of what that girl is capable of is absolutely remarkable. But anyway, go check that out. The next thing on my list is the men's gymnast team all around, which of course went to Japan. Japan is a freaking, just freight train when it comes to gymnastics and diving. Like, if you watch the men's synchronized diving...
The Chinese were the diving.
Oh, that's right. It was Chinese. It was Chinese. Yeah. But anyway, they did anyway. I pre-ordered the new McFly and Doc Hot Toys. I saw those, man. They look absolutely beautiful. I'm probably... I didn't buy the original Marty, but because the second one comes with a hoverboard, I'm probably going to have to bite the bullet and just buy it. But it does actually look great. The love and strength of their country. You're kind of right, DMK. You really are. And that's honestly what I think really just, sucks me in about the Olympics, is that it's not an individual thing. over here, football is really big. You know, it's like, I'm for the Bengals, or, you know, I'm for the Raiders, or whatever.
Football pigskin, not football.
Right, but it doesn't matter. I mean, in the end, it's still United States versus United States. But here, it's other countries, you know, and you sort of, like, you have a pride, you know. It's like, because some people, like me,
Did you
I
say
like...
hi to Dr. Jekyll?
I didn't. Oh, there he is. I didn't see him. What's going on, buddy? But like me, like, I like a football team that's not in my state. You know, I like a different one. So the pride is not really there. Like, if I lived... I don't. But if I live like in Oakland, you know, there's a different set of pride. But because I'm separated, the pride is different. It's like, yeah, I like the team. I support them. But, you know, in the end, I don't care. But I am America because I'm in America. So all the countries can eat a D when it comes to the Olympics. It just sucks there's no Olympic video game this year. Well, yeah. I'm going to get to that, Flop. I'm definitely going to get to that. Honestly, I don't think they've ever really nailed an Olympic game. Yeah, they've done it, especially for the Wii and stuff like that. Like Sonic and Mario games were kind of cool for the Olympics. But overall, just general Olympic games, they never really, I don't know, they never really did it for me. You don't want to live in Oakland. No, I don't. Sorry, I love my team, but I don't want to live in Oakland. But anyway, so the men's gymnastics team all around, of course, went to Japan, mainly because of Kohei, I said it right, Kohei Yakamura. And then Kohei went and won the individual all-around medal, the same like Simone Biles did, except Kohei is like, if you Google his resume, is absolutely ridiculous. The guy has never lost a competition ever.
J-Dub, your soul will get a steak this weekend. Will that make
it will. You should try and make it on the U.S. curling team.
People in Oakland don't want to live there.
Yeah, well, you're probably right.
Great idea, Ron.
Great idea, Ron. Yeah, there you go.
Scratching your own back.
But this is where, like, I really love the Olympics, because it is all about country, you know, countryman pride. And Kohei has never been defeated, ever. He's won gold every single time he's played, and it's absolutely awesome to see him in action. But this year, in the individual all-around, he was tried, and he was tried very, very hard by a man named Oleg Vanervilov from the Ukraine. I butchered his last name because I don't speak that language, but he's from the Ukraine, and this guy was in first place. He was ahead of Kohei, and he was going to win gold. He was going to be the guy who finally beat him, knocked off this guy off the pedestal. He was going to finally be that guy, and
nope.
He did the, I believe it was the parallel bars. He was on the parallel bars, and he was doing absolutely amazing. It was awesome. And then he landed, boom. He landed and then hopped. That was it. He went boom, boom. And it wasn't even that big of a hop. It was just kind of a, oh no, like that. And then stuck it. That little hop cost him gold. It was like ridiculous. Yeah, I'm going to get to that too. What's going on, Caleb? How you doing? But yeah, like seriously, one little hop knocked this guy off the pedestal. Was absolutely ridiculous and sort of heartbreaking because, I mean, Kohei has already won his stuff. You know, it's like the guy who beats Michael Phelps. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, you beat him, but it doesn't really matter. Michael Phelps is still the greatest. Kohei is still the greatest men's gymnast that ever lived. But it would have been nice to see this little Ukrainian guy actually, you know, get a leg up. That's my point with that.
I think he's still got some pride he can take away from that, though.
Definitely.
He still almost beat the unbeatable.
Definitely. He took silver.
That's something.
And Max Whitlock of Great Britain took bronze in the men's all-around. Let's see. The last thing I got this is awesome. So, Taekwondo, BMX. Taekwondo is in. I'm not sure if BMX is in it. I don't think BMX is in it. But yeah, Taekwondo is. I don't know why you question mark. But anyway. For the first time in 112 years, they brought golf back into the Olympics.
Golf is not a sport.
It is definitely a sport. It takes a lot of skill to do it. Now, this is why it takes a lot of skill
to watch it and not fall asleep.
So, golf is the first time it's been back in 112 years. They finally reinstated it. I hope it stays. Heroes is from Belgium, not the Ukraine. That's a different... Never mind. But anyway, so on the very first day that golf has been back in 112 years, Justin Rose from Great Britain made a hole-in-one.
Oh, cool.
Hole-in-one, yeah. And it turns out it was the only hole-in-one ever in Olympic history. And they've been keeping up with the Olympics for a very, very long time. What's going on, buddy? They have the golf's, and it's definitely not golf back to the Olympics. It is, and I actually like it. What's going on, Super Chick? I like it. I think it's awesome. I think golf is definitely a sport. It's a hard skill to do. But anyway, yeah, so Justin Rose of Great Britain sunk the very first hole-in-one in an Olympic Games, and I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it really is. It really is awesome. All right, I got to move my lists around. I tell you what, while I'm moving my list, let's take a break from the Olympics talk, because that's pretty much, if you guys are just tuning in, that's pretty much what this show is about. It's about Olympics talk. It's something that I love to watch.
He can only talk so much to me about it before my eyes glaze.
Right, I absolutely love the Olympics. I've become an Olympic whore. I mean, it's worse than Fallout.
Olympic whore.
It's bad. Leaving Wally World again. Don't ever go there. Stop that.
Stop going there.
Did you see the hole-in-one? I did. But yeah, like this show is all about the Olympics because I want to do sort of a talk and update. And that's what we're talking about. But because this is the Nerdy Effect, I do have something I do want to open.
Secret show.
That's right. And I went to Hot Topic today because I am not only a Fallout slut, an Olympic slut.
Have they done the BMX and Taekwondo yet?
I didn't know BMX was back in it. To be honest, I didn't know. But Taekwondo, yes, because the women's, and I forgot the weight class, but the women's United States just won gold, back-to-back gold this year in Taekwondo. Got some pops. Would love to stay. Gotta go. Later, buddy. I understand, man. Have a wonderful night. But I went to Hot Topic and I picked up the Mystery Pop. Now, what Mystery Pop could this possibly be? No. It is a Vault Boy.
Oh,
like
cool.
the bobbleheads that I have right here. It's like those, but it's in pop form. But you don't know what you're going to get.
That's nice that it's a mystery, but you know what the mystery is.
You get one of the three.
That's cool.
Or one of the four, sorry. You get one of the four.
Singing Gamer.
What's going on, Singing Gamer? Oh, you love Olymp. I don't know that song. You're going to have to sing that to me. Let's see if we can get this in here. It's a very thin line. There we go. Don't open. I gotta know what it is. Just order some stuff from Hot Topic online. The addiction is real.
30 years down the line, I could have opened this.
Yeah, I know. Watch it be nothing in it if I did that too. Still building the Lego last night.
Good.
What?
Do it.
All right, so let's find out which one I got. I don't know. It's just a blonde-haired guy. And I got the Medic.
Well, that's cool.
So
I'd be pretty cool with all of them.
Yeah, I'm honestly, you can't lose. Here's the fours on the back.
Got his first pops today.
Awesome, buddy. What'd you get?
The addiction begins.
So you can get Toughness, Medic, Charisma, or Adamantium Skeleton.
Ron said that like I got a rock.
I got the Medic. I see. It doesn't matter.
The Medic.
Like to me, it doesn't really matter. I like it. I think it's cool. And granted, I'm not going to open this. There's no need to open this. I have a Vault Boy, and I have the bobbleheads. There's no reason to do it. But I do like it. I do think that it's really, really cool. So I did get the Medic. I got the Medic. But I did buy two, and a little bit later we're going to open the other one. Fallout sluts. All right, back to the Olympics. I know you guys are just sad.
What up? Hi, Vinny.
What up?
Are you sure you don't want me to get that extra Olaf for you?
No.
Be gone.
No, I don't. Let's change the tone and go to swimming this time. And I got to talk about Lily King. If you don't know who Lily King is, I don't surprise you. She basically, this is her first year swimming, and she is not a beast, but the controversy surrounding this. The controversy surrounding Lily King this year is honestly what I love about it. And it boils down to this. In the 100-meter breaststroke, Lily King, who is 19 years old.
Raven likes Canada.
Go Canada! We'll get to that. But Lily King is for the United States, right? And her rivalry this year in the 100-meter breaststroke was Yulia Efimova. Efimova? I can't say it right, but she's Russian. Last night I did build the Lego. Oh, okay, I got you.
Cool.
But Yulia Efimova was, let's see if I got everything right there. So she served 16 months for a doping suspension. So she was taking a illegal substance in order to help her swim faster. She served 16 months that ended in 2015. Earlier this year, she failed a newly banned drug test. So this new drug, I didn't write it down, doesn't matter. But she failed a new one for the Olympics, right? And then she goes to the committee and says, no. I served 16 months. This should not affect me, even though it's a new drug and she failed it. They go, okay, you're right. Like the Olympic Committee overturned the next suspension. She was already on one because she failed a drug test. Then she comes back, fails another one, and goes, no, I already served 16 months. They're like, oh, yeah, you're right. And if you don't know the Russian scandal for all the doping schemes that went along, mainly for Sochi, the previous Winter Olympics that was 2 years ago, all that went on was absolutely ridiculous when you start looking at the list of athletes that actually committed so much of this doping scandal. But for some reason, she slipped through the cracks. Anyway, here's the story. The story is that Lily King went to the pool. They have to do semifinals and finals before to get to the medal ceremony, right? Anyway, so she went out there, right? So she swam and she touched first, right? So she did this. She said number 1, right? Well, Efimova went out there and she did the same thing. She set her time. She touched the walls first, and then she goes like this. She says number 1, and that absolutely pissed off Lily King, made her mad. So Lily King goes out there for her second semifinals, goes out there, knocks it out the park, and then she goes, no, this is my number 1. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see here. So, Lily King posted the fastest qualifying time and waved her finger. Efimova did the same thing and waved her finger. And this is what Lily King says. She goes, you wave your finger number 1 and you've been caught drug cheating. I'm not a fan. And I'm like, oh, so it's on. Like, she was pissed. She was so pissed that this girl got caught and then got off. And then she comes to the Olympics going, oh, I'm about to whoop this. It's like, no, you tested positive, dumbass. Anyway, so this is what it is. So it comes down to it. Lanes 4 and 5, if you watch the Olympics, that is the yellow barrier in the middle. That is the top 2 of each semifinals. I think this is
kind of like some of the first smack talk that's ever been.
It really is. It really is. I was just talking about that last night. But lanes 4 and 5 are in the center, and they are the yellow lines, and those are the top 2. Those are the ones that everybody's going to be watching because those are the ones that post the fastest time. Those are your high medal contenders. Well, that's where King and Efimova were when the race went down. And it's the 100 meters. And that is a fast race. That is to the wall and back.
To the wall.
To the wall and back. But it's to the wall and back. I mean, it's fast. And so King goes out there, wins gold. King did it, and I was just like, yes! I mean, I was just like, yes! It's so badass. King set... King's time was 1:04.93, and what that did was set an Olympic record in the women's 100-meter breaststroke. So not only did she beat Efimova, she then set an Olympic record in the top, and I was like, yes! And then so Efimova obviously got silver, and then America comes back and takes the bronze. And this is where it gets a little weird for me because, like, I'm cool with this. I'm cool with the rivalry. I think that it makes for a good sport. And I do like the drama that's sort of unfolded with it because it makes the sport more watchable.
It shows you how it's pure emotion for these.
Right. It does.
Like, this is their life.
Yeah, it's not just freaking swimming. It's actually like they're trying to prove something, not only for themselves, but for their country as well. Well, anyway, this is the problem. So apparently it's customary for the winners of the medal ceremony to then share a dinner together or something to that effect, and it's always the gold medals in the center and then the silver and bronze on either side. Well, because of the controversy, they put Efimova at the back of the table away from King, and they said that the whole time she was like basically almost in tears. And I'm like
the this Russian chick?
The Russian chick.
That's what you get, honey.
Well, I get it, but it's also like it sort of plays against me, because I'm like, she still had to do the work.
She still did the work, but she didn't earn it like everybody else did.
This is my stance. Stuff like baseball, like the Dodgers or the Mets or whatever, real baseball, not Olympic stuff, even though baseball's not Olympics, but you get what I'm saying. But any of that, baseball in America, football in America, basketball in America, whatever sport in America, not Olympics, but those kind of things, if you want to take steroids, do it. It makes the game better. Make everybody jacked up, just boom, look at me, I'm Ron Mexico, or whatever. Just big, badass, beefy boys doing badass sports stuff. That's fine, because it doesn't matter. It's a team versus a team, but when it's country pride versus country pride and you do that, I think it definitely takes away from the sport, and I don't like it. Karma's a bitch in any country, you're right.
I feel bad for her, but she's the one that should have told her trainer, no, I don't want to take this drug if it's illegal.
I agree. I do. And I feel bad for her, but I'm so glad that King kicked her ass. And I love that King set an Olympic record on top of it. But anyway, that's just my point for it. Let's see what we got next. Moving on.
He is the one that got gold, and she is the American that did not do drugs.
Right. No, Efimova's from Russia,
silver.
and she's the one that got silver. And then King is United States, USA, who got gold and the Olympic record. So moving on from that, we got the men's 200 butterfly. The men's 200 butterfly, if you do not know, is a dominant thing by Michael Phelps. Yes, everybody in the world. Everybody in the world knows Michael Phelps. You don't have to watch swimming, the Olympics, or anything to know who Michael Phelps is.
He's a mutated beast.
He is the beast.
He's a mutated beast. He's got a weird torso and shit.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, definitely.
But still, he's a beast.
Let's do it on an even plane. Now, yeah, exactly. So Yoda's Dream Girl understands where I'm coming from with that. So the men's 200 butterfly, Phelps gets his 20th Olympic gold medal.
Has he not, like, everything he's competed in so far, it's ended in gold, correct?
He lost last night. By 1/100th of a second.
So he got a silver?
He got silver. But
the shame.
But we'll get to that. The thing is that last night Phelps went out and he won gold in I think it was the men's freestyle. I didn't write it down, but he won gold in the men's freestyle, which is 4 laps across the pool. You go down doing one stroke, back doing the other, down this way. He went out and won gold. Then 33 minutes later, he then lost by 1/100th of a second and took silver.
All right, I gotta say, because DMK, I know you're being facetious, but there are actually people in this world who look at Michael Phelps as a druggie, and I'm like, no, he smoked weed. Like, I'm not a weed smoker. Never have been, but when I think of weed, I don't think of that as a drug because it's not necessarily harmful, it's not addictive, it actually helps people. So it's like, to me, calling somebody a druggie because they smoke weed, it's not fair. They do crack, heroin, and meth, and
okay, enough of this. I'm tired of talking about drugs.
Anyway.
All right, moving back on to the Olympics because I'm absolutely sick of this. So back to no more drug talk. I'm done with it. DMK, I'm going to ban you if you keep talking about it.
Oh,
all right, so
one thing.
No, I know. I'm just that's just the point that I'm done with it. So anyway, the men's 200 butterfly. The reason that it's not only Michael Phelps' 20th gold medal, the reason that it's actually in the actual thing is there's more drama surrounding it. You know. And this is where it is. It comes down to Chad le Clos of South Africa, right? And I know you guys...
I can't tell him heroes. He told me to show
Yeah, stop talking about it. But I know you guys, if you don't watch the Olympics, then fine, whatever. But I know you've seen the memes of Michael Phelps just sitting there going like this, you know, just being mad. Got the little hood on there. They're calling him like a Sith Lord and all this stuff like that. Well, it's because of Chad le Clos. And Chad le Clos was being a cocky, arrogant asshole to Michael Phelps. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like,
and to somebody who's supposed to be his idol.
Right, yeah.
That bothers me.
So if you watch the tape, they were supposed to be filming and showing on live TV the semifinal race that was up, but they weren't. They didn't even cut away. The announcer stayed right on le Clos and right on Phelps, and Phelps didn't move. He just sat there listening to the music while le Clos is up there dancing and doing these stupid moves right into his face. And I'm like, whoa. And then they tell the story behind it. Now, 4 years ago, le Clos beat Phelps in the butterfly by, let's see if I got it wrote down.
It's minuscule.
le Clos timed a time of 1 minute 52 seconds.
Then he
point.
Said that was just semifinal. He's 4 for 4 on golds.
Oh, was it semifinal?
That's what I thought. I didn't think he got any.
Oh, okay. Okay, he was 4 for 4. Okay.
He hasn't gotten any ungolds.
Okay, all right. Everything runs together. But anyway, so le Clos, this is in 2008.
Yeah,
no, 2012. This is in London. So le Clos posted a time of 152.96, and Phelps posted a time of 153.01. Do the math. 6.06.
600.
le Clos out-touched Phelps and sent Phelps to the silver, right? And you're like, holy crap. Well, the story is that Phelps didn't even train for that. He just says, you know what? Because in Beijing, he won 8 Olympic gold medals. His thing was cemented. He just wanted to do London to do it. And he said, I'll try out the butterfly. And he took silver, right? So le Clos is up there dancing in front of him, thinking he's going to be this new badass. And I'm like, okay, all right. Well,
about to show you who's daddy.
Here's the further backstory. In 2004, Phelps won 6 gold medals. I think it was 2004. Phelps won 6 gold medals. Le Clos was a young boy, and he watched Phelps do that, and he says, That's what I want to do. That is my idol. That's who I want to be, is Michael Phelps. And then 8 years later, he beats him for the gold. Now that is a feat that is awesome. Like, it doesn't matter that you beat your idol, you're done, right? But when you become an arrogant asshole and think you're about to beat him again, that's where you cross the line to the wrong point.
To me, I would still have all the respect for the guy who just gave you your life's passion.
No.
I am,
but I got to talk about the Olympics. But anyway, so back to it. Lacoste is up there dancing right before the thing, doing all these stupid moves, you know, shaking his legs, shaking his arm, just trying to annoy Phelps. Anyway, came down to it, and the men's 200 butterfly, Phelps posted a time of 153.36. Japan got second with a time of 153.40, so you're talking 4/100th of a second. Michael Phelps out-touched him. And then in third place, not Chad. No, not South Africa, but Hungary. Hungary took the bronze in that, and then Chad got fourth. I think he got fifth place. Anyway,
again,
it didn't matter.
What is your cocky dancing getting you now?
Yeah, so he didn't even medal. After all that crap and after all that sort of subliminal shit talking, he still didn't even medal. I would take gold in napping. Yeah, oh yeah, I totally agree with you that.
I'll fight you, not Nick. I will dance in front of you before we go to nap. I will trash talk you before we go to nap, and I will beat you. I'll
trash talk you before we go to nap. All right, so. This is something that this hasn't our own in the Olympics. Well, no, the thing we already talked about it.
We have majority.
We have
players.
500 athletes in this Olympics.
The math works out. We're gonna get shit.
like most of our athletes could fall asleep, we would still be number one on the medal count, and that's sad. I mean, it is. But here's a couple facts for you. This is something that I found that was really, really cool. So. Never poke the bear. What do they call it? The bullet? Never poke the bullet is what it is. No, you're right. You're exactly right. You're right. So, yes, America is dominating the Olympics, but really, overall, America always does because we have the most athletes in it. It's not because, like I said, it's not because we're really better. It's just because
we do have a select few awesome beast athletes.
Right. We just have a greater selection, and so it's like if it was me versus 37 other one individual, like if Yoda's Dream Girl was 37 people, they have a better chance of getting a medal than one of me. But this is something that's really interesting. If Michael Phelps alone, like if it was just him, if Michael Phelps was a country, he would be ranked top 39 in Olympic medals total ever. Let that sink in. Like, there are countries that have competed in the Olympics since the New Age Olympics have been instated that don't have as many medals as Michael Phelps.
Belgianese people are getting gold medals.
That's true. They are. But yeah, like, think about that. He is ranked 39th. One person has more just medals in general than other countries do. Like, that is ridiculous. So anyway, there's a little bit of fact for you. Also in this games, Michael Phelps, I know a lot of Michael Phelps stuff. Michael Phelps actually becomes like the most decorated Olympian of all time. Not just of Summer Olympics, not just of Winter Olympics, but in general of all times. Honestly, I really do think that he will. The reason I do is because he retired in 2012, and there's a lot of stuff I didn't know about this until recently. Phelps retired in 2012 after London after, he's won, I think it was 18 medals total, right? And for that, and when Phelps did it, he tied Larissa Latanya. She had 18 medals total, and she was an Olympian in 1956, 1960, and 1964. She had 9 golds, 5 silvers, and 4 bronze. Technically, at that point, they were tied for the greatest Olympian of all time, even though she was set many, many years before. But with this Olympics, obviously Phelps becomes damn near unstoppable. I mean, it's ridiculous. But, where was I going with this? Oh, Phelps. So,
he's going to retire.
No. After Phelps left in 2012, his life went off the rails. And he actually says this in a lot of interviews. You can check it out on Google if you want to. But not only is after the pot scandal and all that, he smoked weed, which who cares? But I didn't know this. He actually got caught DUI.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
had a drinking problem for a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
His girlfriend at the time actually left him.
Yeah, it was
He got
it was
cleaned
bad
up, and
news.
then
It was bad news. They
now
actually have
she's fiancé, they
video.
have a kid.
Yeah, it was actually
Yeah.
video and
He
stuff.
cleaned up.
It was really bad. He actually talks about the low point where he actually was contemplating suicide. And you're talking like the greatest Olympian of all time hit a low point. And anyway, after this, he sort of talked to people, got back, got to talking and all that stuff. He says, I got to come back. And he did. I mean, you're talking right now, he has 4 Olympic gold medals that he wasn't even supposed to have this year because he retired. Will he come back in 2012? I think he will. I really do.
I honestly think he needs it.
I do too. But it really comes back to Ryan Lochte, because last night, Ryan Lochte and Phelps, they were in a race, and I got the statistics in a minute. But after the end, Phelps won gold, and Lochte actually shut out the medals this time. I think he got 4th.
Mm-hmm.
So Lochte didn't do it, and Lochte is 32. Phelps is 31. So you're talking he's going to be 35 when he comes back. Lochte's going to be 36 when he comes back. And that's honestly, no offense, but that's an old Olympian. You're not talking the cyclist that's 42. Like, that's cycling. Swimming is a whole different ball game. Like, cycling's sort of endurance and leg power, whereas swimming is everything, especially having to do it against the competitive force that is the men's. But anyway, he says, I'll see you in Tokyo. And my thing is, if you're the greatest Olympic athlete ever, ever, you're not going to stop. You're, like, even if he only gets 1 medal, I don't think it's going to bother him. I think he just wants to compete. And I think he's going to continue to train for the next 4 years and do it. I really do.
The game keeps him happy.
Who took home the most gold medals to date? It is Phelps. Michael Phelps. Did Kurt Angle won a medal at one point? Yes, Kurt Angle actually won an Olympic gold medal in Atlanta in 1996 for wrestling, and he actually had a fractured neck when he did it. He injured his neck and still competed and won a gold medal. That is a fact. It really is. Same opinion, Vinny. I don't know what it's talking about.
Oh, that he thinks he's come back because he's too good to not.
I really do. I really do.
I think he thrives on it.
He does, and he's amazing at it. He's amazing to watch, and he doesn't bring the drama with him. I like the drama, but I don't care to have it. I don't want drama in my Olympics. I appreciate when
somebody's trying to bring drama to you, and you just sit there and you show them.
Yeah, like Lily King did.
You bring the drama to them with your actions of beating their ass.
The thing is that Lily King had another medal contention, didn't even come close. She placed 8th. It took Efimova to do that to her.
Hey, if that gives her the motivation.
Honestly, I don't think it matters, Flop. I think that he will come back, do probably one individual, maybe a team, and definitely the medley for him and Ryan Lochte. So I got one more thing I got to talk about here, and this is Clarissa Shields. Now, that's a name you're not going to know. Nobody is going to know this name. Clarissa Shields is a female boxer. Huh?
Does she explain it all?
Oh, yeah, she does. Clarissa Shields is a female boxer from Detroit. And like I said, you will not know her name because she went to London in 2012 and won Olympic women's boxing. And she was the first female, I believe she was the first female boxer to win Olympic gold, especially African-American female boxer to win Olympic gold, right? And then she went back home to Detroit, and that was it. There was no sponsors. There was no money or anything for her because she told the people who wanted to give her a sponsor, like let's just say Nike. Nike says, all right, so we want to put you in a dress and come out here and do this. And she goes, that's not me. They go, well, who is you? And she goes, I'm a person that likes to punch women in the face. And they go, whoa, that's not the brand we're trying to push. So she never got any endorse.
Like, anybody says we don't live in a misogynistic,
patriarchal
society, that right there is proof.
Yeah. So, so she didn't get any endorsements, and that was it. That was the end of it. And so this year they had an interview with her, and they said, "So you going back to Rio? And you going to Rio?" She goes, "Yeah." And they go, "What are you going to do?" She goes, "I'm going to go win another gold medal." And if you watch her,
I really like this one.
Yeah, oh, I do too. I love her. Google Clarissa Shields. You got to check her out. If you watch that match from 2012, it is incredible how badass and dominating she is. Trenzarg! She is amazing, and I honestly believe she's going to take home gold. I really do. That's another gold medal for the Olympics.
Just to further prove her own.
Oh, I do too. I really do. Still remember the riots the year before the games in 2012. Well, stay out of the damn city and give more people fish. All right, I got one more page to get to, but before I get to that page, we got to open up another pop. So, I did get 2 of the Funko mystery boxes, because it's Fallout related and because it's a mystery box, they got to have my money. So let's find out which other one I got. We already opened up We already opened up the Medic. This is the Medic
Sword,
Pop
get
Boy,
happy.
Pip Boy, Fallout Boy.
Make you happy.
Been on the downside lately, Yoda, but I'm hanging in there, girl. Hey, girly is my thing. Don't be stealing my stuff, Trenzarg. That's not how this works.
But he's having a bad day. You can steal your stuff on a bad day.
Pretty sure, dude. Pretty soon I'm gonna get your package out. I really I just haven't had the time. I've got the
That'll give you
stuff.
a good day.
I've got the stuff sitting there. It's almost ready to go out. I just haven't had the chance to. So that'll probably pep you up. Anyway, so we did open the Medic, and we're gonna find out. Hopefully, we didn't get a second Medic. I tried to pick from a different area.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the green pool.
No, there's not really much to talk about.
It's nasty water, and it's not properly filtered, and it's not properly chlorinated and cleaned. End of story.
Yeah, I mean,
It's gross.
there's not really much to talk about with it. Not really. Damn, you got the Medic? I did get the Medic. And hopefully, there's 4 different ones to get. There's 4. Hopefully I didn't get another one. I would be happy with any of them because it's, number 1, it's Fallout. Number 2, it's a pop. So, I mean, that's kind of hard too. What's the chase? The chase is the Adamantium Skeleton. 100% endorse your Olympic coverage plus flag packs to shame. All right, let's find out which one we got.
Oh, good, heroes. Heroes.
Charisma!
Oh, cool. You got a different one. That's
Yes.
good thing.
Yes. So these are the other ones, the Adamantium Skeleton, the Toughness. So I got 2 of the 4. Honestly, I'm done. What's going on? How you doing, man? Welcome back. So I did get the Charisma, which I'm absolutely fantastic because I did not want to double.
This is body killer.
I don't care that I didn't get the chase one or whatever. I'm fine with it. The fact is, I got 2 pops, and they're not duplicates. I think that's awesome. What's going on, Body Killer? How you doing, girly? Anyway, so these are the ones that I got today, and mainly it's thanks to her because, you know, she was like, hey, we got them in my side. You want me to hook you up? I'm like, stop feeding my addiction. I'll get my own. So anyway, I did find these 2. I got the Medic and Charisma, which is awesome. I'm going to stop there. Optimus Prime, got to capitalize the P. That's how you vote. Nice, 2 different ones. Yeah, it really was. All right, so I do have, and if you guys are just tuning in, thank you again. But tonight is pretty much mainly dedicated?
Dedicated.
No, dedicated. It's data.
It's dedicated.
It's dedicated. Dedicated to the Olympics because I'm an Olympic whore, and I got one more page to talk about. I wanted to do this in an hour, but it's just not going to happen. But I'm not going to stop tonight because my idea is next Friday after the Olympics close to do the other part of the Olympics because basically this part.
So when you said you were taking a break, you lied. You lied like a dog.
One show a week is not bad, and then after the Olympics, I'm done. Fine. You guys don't want me here? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I watched it too, Heroes. I'm picking at you. Stop it.
Did you watch?
Just whenever you.
Oh, I'm talking about your box. Yeah.
Glad you enjoyed it.
So anyway, I absolutely love the Olympics, so I'm probably gonna do another one. No, it's dedicated.
Hola, Papa Dog.
But I'm probably gonna do another one because track and field starts tonight, I believe. So yeah, the pool. I mean, well, the swimming is still in effect, but the track and field, and you're talking
His birthday's in 2 weeks.
Well, happy birthmas.
In 2 weeks.
But you're talking Usain Bolt's coming to play, and there's gonna be some bad. Oh, I can't wait. Stages. What are you, Vanilla Ice? Dedicated. See, hieroglyphics knows how to say stuff.
Dedicated.
All right, so I got one more page to get through, and most of this is stuff you don't really care about. And you know what? I didn't do.
Yeah, Vinny's loving your Olympic stuff.
Kick ass. Any of this being streamed live? Yes, it's all. Yeah.
It's not as easy as they were doing it last time. You have to have subscriptions for some stuff.
No, Channel 5, NBC. NBC does
4.
it. Channel 4.
Well, that's for us. They might not.
Right, that's
NBC
CBS.
Might not be, yeah.
And NBC does it from 7 o'clock till 11 o'clock, full coverage. And then, like, the other places, like, not CNN, but, damn.
ESPN?
ESPN does it. And then USA actually has it, too. I'm a DVR. Every one of them. Why? You don't have. Listen, there's not enough time in your life to watch an entire Olympics coverage. Like, seriously, some of it's volleyball, for hours and hours.
I like looking at volleyball for a little while because all the girls have really nice asses. But after a while, it's volleyball, and I don't want to watch it anymore.
That's true. All right, so I got to talk about this. We will shortly. That's kind of the plan. That's the plan. Got to apologize for not knowing of the show tonight. No, nobody knew about it. Nobody knew about it. You're not in your thing. Secret show. All right, so we got to talk about Simone Manuel. Have to talk about her because last night she set Olympic records. I mean, records.
Plural.
And if you don't know who Simone Manuel is, shame on you. But she took gold in the 100 meters in swimming. Not only did she set gold,
You gonna
but
stream on J-Dub's birthday like you did for Fatality?
no.
Oh.
But Simone is the first African American woman to win an individual medal, not gold, not silver, not bronze, medal in Olympic swimming. First African American to win a medal in individual. You're talking like in the history of the Olympics, she's the first one to win it. And what does she do? She wins gold. She takes gold. Granted, here's the kicker.
Power plug, it's okay. You're a perv if you start salivating in front of people while watching it.
That's true.
fair.
That's true. That's true. But not only did she take gold.
I haven't seen Ruby yet.
So there's number one, first African American woman to win a medal. Okay, she won a gold medal and she tied the gold medal. Who she tie it with? Canada.
Oh, Canada.
So there you go, Raven. I know you're all for Canada. That's fine. That's what the Olympics is about. U.S., you're Canada. That's fine. Choose your team. Choose your country. That is fine. But Canada won a gold medal in the 100 meters last night, and her name is Penny Oleski. So Penny Oleski tied. No but Jizzy. Tied for the gold medal. So that's awesome. I absolutely love it when that happens. So moving on to some weird random ass facts. Ruby's probably sleeping again. That's true. You're probably right. So Michael Phelps is the greatest Olympian of all time, and he is constantly still breaking records. And he broke a record that was 2,800 years old.
Joker 87.
Like, what's going on, buddy? Like, she's half our medals. So last night, Phelps breaks an ancient Olympic record.
Oh, cool.
The ancient Olympic record was held by Leodonis. Leodonis won 12 gold medals over 4 Olympics, and he set those in 152 BC. Wow.
Somebody needs to name their next kid Leodonis.
Leodonis. So Leodonis won 12 gold medals, and last night Michael Phelps won his 13th individual gold medal to beat Leodonis.
J-Dub, I too say boo hiss. Boo hiss. Gotta say it right.
And this is really cool. I did a little bit of research in this. So from 152 BC, and turns out Leodonis swimming. He was a swimmer back in the ancient, actual Greece Olympics. He won gold in the 200-meter swim, the 400, and then this is my absolute favorite Olympic sport. I wish they would bring it back like they brought back golf. Are you ready? A shield carrying race.
What? That's not a thing.
Yeah, he is.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, back in you're talking, that's a long time ago, but the shield carrying race, I did some research because I was really curious about what this was.
Why is that a thing?
Back in those days, all the Olympians competed naked.
J-Dub's birthday's on Thursday.
I don't care. I'm done talking about it.
Just saying.
But all the Olympians competed naked for everything. You're including, you know what was famous?
From 152 BC, he's in the afterlife saying, "Are you kidding me?"
Damn it! But listen, they competed naked, even in sports like wrestling. So imagine this: you got some guy in a leg lock, and he spins around, and his nutsack crashes you across the face. Are you gonna tap out or just keep going?
Hey,
and biting is not
it's
allowed.
The first Agents of Shield.
Yeah, no. See, Drew Baca understands. How come you don't have any Alien vs. Predator action figures? I do. I just choose them not to show them to you. It's from Belgium or origin.
Original.
I'm not sure, but anyway, the sport of the shield carrying, and I did. Let me see if I got the research on it. I did take some screenshots because I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Where's it at? There it is. It was called the Hopolotodromos. That's what it was called back in the day, and it actually translates to race of soldiers. And the way it was, like I said, they all competed naked, but this specific sport was they put on metal arm greaves, a helmet, and then they had to carry a wood and bronze shield. And they had to carry it for 400 meters. That, like, what the hell? I mean, that is a long span, and this dude won that race back to back. And I really, back in the day, I really do wish they would bring something like that back. I think they should do that. They should bring back some of those ancient, sports just to see what it would do. I mean, yeah, you get a medal out of it, but then again, people get a medal out of equestrian.
People get a medal out of golf.
Golf is a sport. Equestrian? No. Equestrian is not a sport, especially a sport for the Olympics. You're drinking Coke, how dare you, Arizona? No, I can have whatever I want. I'm a grown man. Anyway, so that was fun. I thought that was awesome. Poor Leodonis. But yeah, so Phelps even broke that stupid record last night. Of course.
Basically, what record have I not broken?
I know, right? So Simone Biles, of course, I talked about it earlier, apparently jousting, that would be amazing. Apparently they're saying she is the greatest gymnast ever, and last night she took gold in the women's individual all around, and I'm just like, watching that girl perform is awesome. I mean, she sticks every landing. It was ridiculous. If you don't know who it is, you totally got to go check her out. Just Google Simone Biles. She is amazing. And then, of course, here we go back into Aly Raceman. Is the other part of the USA Olympic women's who went to the individuals. Aly Raceman took silver. Yes, like a badass. And if you haven't Googled her butt, you probably should. It's fantastic.
That's a nice one.
But Aly Raceman taken silver, and she also won gold with the women's all around in general. So she has 2 medals, but honestly, she is not the story here. The story here is her stupid parents, mainly her mom. Her dad looks, if you look at the stuff in the crowd, looks like he's tired of this shit. I mean, honestly, you can see it on his face. But her mom is the most uncomfortable person you've ever seen in your life.
It looks like it's put on.
It does. It looks like it's forced so she gets more camera time than her daughter actually doing the performance.
That's my thing on it. It just looks
and do it naked. You're right. Naked shield running can make... Yeah, see? DMK, I know you'd be first in line to trials. I know you would. But yeah, like, if you watch her parents, mainly her mom, like, she balls up and, like, can't watch. She's either going to fail or not. You have no outcome on this. Sit there, watch the damn match. You don't see Michael Phelps' mom going, I can't watch him swim. I'm an adult.
For goodness sake.
And then her dad is kind of like that. I think her mom's sort of rubbing off on her.
I was going to say, the dad sits there like a normal person.
Yes.
He jumps whenever she makes a jump, but he's sitting there like a normal person with normal reactions. Yeah. The mom...
Oh no, she is ridiculous.
She's gotta be putting on.
Like, honestly, I want to go and slap both of them. Mainly him for letting her do that. Sometimes you got to put a bitch into place. When she's not settled down in public...
Don't make me throw you.
I need an adult, I know. But they're just, like, they're horrible to watch. I love watching the gymnastics because, I mean...
They're on an imaginary roller coaster.
But the feat of strength it takes to do some of this stuff. I mean, they run and flip high through the air. I don't know how they do it. Like, my brain doesn't comprehend how they do that. Like, stop talking about naked.
My dreams of living naked.
But seriously, like, how they do that is awesome. And then they cut to her parents, and it's just like,
I don't want to see her parents.
Stop! I don't care. Let them freak out in their own little port.
Do things that I could never dream of doing.
Stupid. All right, so we talked about a little bit earlier about Michael Phelps and Ryan Lochte. You asked if I think it's Michael Phelps' last Olympics. I say no. So last night in the men's 200 meter, Michael Phelps took gold. He took gold, and Ryan Lochte took 5th. Now, the reason behind this is I can't even run. I can't either. No, stairs make me out of breath just looking at them. It was a hidden wooden dildo in her seat. Oh, maybe, but honestly, she was like, no. I mean, she would probably like it. The guy who broke his leg. Yeah, no, it was rough. It was rough watching the French gymnast. Mm-hmm. So here's the Lochte and Phelps breakdown. So in 2004, Michael Phelps won gold, Ryan Lochte won silver. In 2008, Michael Phelps won gold, Ryan Lochte won bronze. 2012, Michael Phelps won gold. Ryan Lochte won silver. And you're like, oh, yeah. I mean, it was always right there, right there, right there. They're sort of competing against each other, right? Last night in 2016, Michael Phelps takes gold. Ryan Lochte takes 5th. Absolutely devastating. It threw the record off. But with that, Michael Phelps gains his 4th gold medal of the games. And he's the only swimmer to ever win 4 back-to-back gold medals. He won the same event 4 years. And this is something else I just recently learned about Phelps. This is his 5th Olympics. That's not the tidbit. The tidbit is his first Olympics in 2000, he won 0 medals. Think about that. The most decorated Olympic athlete in history and in all of time. Like, even Leodonis can't handle Phelps. Didn't win anything his first Olympics. Like, if you're thinking, like, and this doesn't apply to anybody in here, but if you're ever thinking about giving up, there's something not to give up on. The guy went to his Olympics, won nothing, came back, and becomes the most decorated Olympic athlete in history. That's ridiculous and hard to fathom. Who's your favorite actor, actress? There's really so many, man. I mean, I really can't narrow it down because there really are too many. Like, I like a comedian more than a dramatic actor in some things, but it's vice versa for others. Like, to narrow it down is ridiculous. I don't know if I could. But Scarlett Johansson is fantastic to look at. They made the crap commercials now. I saw it earlier. Now I know what's going on. What are you talking about? What is your wooden dildos? How about yeah. No.
Now her parents are on commercials or something.
Yeah, are they?
I don't know.
Let me make sure I got all my notes here.
I just know they make terrible people in commercials.
Yeah, that's all my main notes. So the last one I got to talk about here is Katie Ledecky. If you have not heard the name Katie Ledecky, get used to it.
She'll be the next Michael Phelps.
This chick is... Yeah. I don't even need notes on this chick. That's how badass this is. Lochte is not all that he lost for us Olympics in London.
Well, he's good. Right. He's just no Phelps.
We'll get to that. But Katie Ledecky is... ridiculous. I mean, she is ridiculous. There's not a... Like, badass doesn't say...
What about a BABA?
Maybe. Badass. Katie Ledecky is amazing to watch. This chick is a dominant force. And to compare her to Michael Phelps, they can't. They're saying that... What's your favorite streamer host? Me? To say that she's Michael Phelps is not true because this is her first Olympics, and not only
she has the potential to probably break.
Oh yeah, if anybody,
when I compare to Phelps, that's what I'm comparing.
If anybody in history is going to contend against Michael Phelps, it is Katie Ledecky because not only is she winning gold, not only is she winning back-to-back gold, she is also setting world records and breaking her own world record.
That she just said.
She set a world record in her semifinals to go to the finals, and then in the finals, she broke her own world record. And when you watch the tape, there is Katie Ledecky, and the camera can't even pan out wide enough to get the rest of the field.
Like, she was already halfway across the pool before everybody else touched the side.
She turned around, and was doing math, and then... they touch. It is ridiculous.
Stupid.
And it is every single race that she does. She is so far out in front. It is absolutely sickening. And you can't compare Phelps. You can't compare her to Phelps because Phelps doesn't break back-to-back world records. Phelps wins by 1/100ths of seconds. You know, in Beijing, he won by 1/100th of a second. He was 100th of a second from being a silver medalist, from winning 7 golds and 1 silver. But he didn't. He won. He was a badass. But in retrospect, Ledecky doesn't even have to worry about that. She doesn't even think about that because she's already touched this wall before they even... She's like...
gone.
Yeah, she's up having tea.
She's gone.
She's like,
she's done.
Oh, you guys just got here? That's how badass she is.
She's just sitting there waiting for the wave to come while all the boomers come.
She is absolutely amazing, and I'm telling you right now, that name is something that's going to be branded in your brain like Michael Phelps. Ledecky is absolutely amazing. And a win is a win. Now, you're right. You're absolutely right. A win is a win. But, you know, that's simply put, Ledecky is the next great Olympian. She will be. Because with this, she's going to start training for other events. She's then going to continue. It's just awesome.
So as
and
long as she doesn't get hurt or something doesn't happen, she's gold.
the women's team, you need to watch the women's team. 100 gold and 1 silver awards, Olympics USA. Well, maybe. But if you watch the women's team relay, there are 4 women on a team, right? So 3 women went in, and after that third one, after that third one touched the wall, the United States was in 3rd or 4th place. Like, I mean, you're talking within, a couple of tenths of a second, right? But still, that's a lot to make up, right? So Katie Ledecky is the force. She's the anchor of it. She goes in, right? And she has to make up so much ground. And then she touches the wall, she's in 2nd, and then she comes off that wall, and it is absolutely ridiculous. She starts losing them. And, like, she's coming in on a deficit. She's going in on the back half, and she's coming in front of them to win gold. It is ridiculous. You've got to watch Katie Ledecky. Aren't you supposed to be on vacation? Yeah, but it's Olympic talk, and I'm such a dirty whore.
He has to talk about Olympics because I don't listen to him well enough.
The USA swimming team trains here half the time. Well, that makes sense. Probably for the high altitude. It helps them breathe better, especially when they drop back down to places like Brazil. Have a good week, everyone. Joker, man. Good to have you in here, buddy. All right, so that's pretty much all I got for the Olympics. I don't have it, do I? Crap.
You did not be prepared.
Well, this is when you need to speak up and start rambling.
I don't know what you want. You keep telling me to shut up.
I don't tell you to shut up. I just tell you to stop talking to J-Dub.
Doggy paddle needs to be in Olympics.
Doggy paddle, shield carrying.
Because I like J-Dub. He has my
South Korea, Fiji. Oh yeah, you're right. That's the other. I knew I had another note in here. But yeah. So yesterday, Fiji, the country of Fiji, won its very first medal ever. Ever in the history of Fiji, they won their very first medal. And what was it? Gold! Fiji won their very first medal for the entire country ever. Ends up being gold in rugby.
Rugby.
Turns out, rugby...
Fiji plays rugby?
Yeah, it is their national sport. The national sport of Fiji is rugby, and they end up winning gold. Thank you very much, Power Plug. I actually had the note, but I skipped it in order to talk about something I was going to come back. But thank you, man. Yeah. That was epic pick of Chad. Oh, yeah, no, it was. Yeah, we talked about it, but that dude can eat a D.
It's that losers look at winners, winners look ahead, or something like that.
Right. All right, so we got to talk about it because the show's still flowing. But it's nerdy news. Nerdy nudes, but only in Olympics when I'm carrying a shield. That almost sounded like a Mr. Rogers kind of thing. Fiji should win the gold for best water. Alright, so in nerdy news, if you guys were watching the Olympics last night, which you should be anyway, but the Rogue One trailer for Star Wars dropped, the official full trailer, and when they announced that they were going to do a Star Wars movie every year for the next 8 years or whatever, I was like, yes, cool. And then I heard that it wasn't going to be like episode 7, 8, 9, 10 for the next 7 years. They were going to sprinkle in other Star Wars things, Star Wars stories. I was like, okay, it's a Star Wars movie. I'm fine with it, right? And then they said it's Rogue One, and I'm like, okay, all right, let's just see. And then I saw the first little snippets of stuff. I'm like, okay, so no major characters, nothing like that. And I was like, all right, okay. So it made me question. Is Disney going to do this properly? They're going to do it right. And after seeing the first couple of trailers, like, okay, I'm definitely going to see it as Star Wars. It's not going to stop me from seeing it. I'm fine. But last night they dropped it, and it looks good. It looks really good. Number one, the first thing you saw was the Death Star. They showed the Death Star in full formation over a planet. Now, granted, you already know from seeing Star Wars in general that it's not going to be used. The very first time it was used was on Alderaan. So are they going to use it? I don't know.
Maybe they have a failed test drive.
Maybe they have who knows? But I'm so excited. And then the second reason I'm excited is because this is the very first Star Wars movie in over 30 years that we don't know what it's about. Like, after 4, 5, and 6, you kind of got the gist of Star Wars. And then in 1999, you get Episode 1. Now, granted, you don't know all the plot points, but you know...
you got a general idea where the story
you know it's going to lead up to Vader. You know it's going to lead up to Vader, right? And even though those movies in their own right are good, but you kind of knew what was going to happen. And in episode 8, you kind of knew what was going to happen. You know, they showed the trailer. You know, there's Han Solo, there's Chewbacca, there's Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker's in it, R2-D2. So you already know these major characters, and you don't know where it's going to go, but you kind of get the gist. But Rogue One, you don't have a clue. We don't know what it's about. We don't know what to expect. We don't know if that entire Rogue is going to die at the end, or is it going to spawn into Rogue One 2, or Rogue 2, or anything like that. We have no idea what it's going to become. And that is honestly what I'm so excited about. Because even though episode 7 was amazing, I loved everything about it. It was awesome. It continued the story perfectly. I don't know anything about Rogue One. So it gives me that sort of excitement again. Like something that's just awesome. And then, of course, the third thing was after they rolled the little bitty credits, you saw the back of Darth Vader's head. And the shaky feels. The shaky feels. Number one, because it's Darth Vader. Number two, because I know that James Earl Jones voices Vader again. So they brought back the voice of Darth Vader again. And I'm so ready. I'm so excited for it.
All these people saying there's no returning actors. Shut your mouth. Technically,
there is one. And my guess is they're probably going to throw like a cameo in of something, not just Vader, but somebody else. Probably, I've heard they might do a CGI Moff Tarkin. They might do it. I don't know, but oh man, it looks absolutely awesome. I cannot wait. I want to know where this story is going to unfold to. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? I know what the plot point of the movie is. Well, don't be spoiling it and stop Googling stuff. My body is ready. It really is. I mean, Star Wars is life, and Star Wars looks awesome, and I can't wait. Must watch it, Star Wars. Well, I'm definitely going to check it out. All right, you better need to F off. But yeah, that's where I sit with it. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. I have no qualms about it, and I really like that I can walk in and not expect anything and sort of be taken on that Star Wars ride. Even though 1, 2, and 3 were okay movies, 7 was an awesome movie, you kind of get where you're going. But with Rogue One, you don't know. Are they going to set it up for a Rogue 2? Are they going to set it up for something else? Or is it just a one-shot to sort of tie in with episode 5? Like, I don't know. I'm ready to know. And I cannot wait for December to get here. I really can't.
It's
just can't.
Ready.
Almost. Shit. Death Star blows up. Spoiler alert. All right, guys. So make sure you guys vote in the Cartoon Brawl. We're gonna wrap it up really, really quickly. Probably about another 4 minutes. Yeah, chills. Exactly. That's the same way I felt. Mickey Mouse and Goofy die in the movie. That would be awesome. So anyway, we got Bugs Bunny versus Optimus Prime. Only one can move on. You got to type it in how you see it. Let's talk about one more thing before we get off tonight. And this, I had to have.
Off tonight? You said it, not me.
All right, this I had to have. Now, you guys know that I'm a very impulsive buyer. I can't help myself. It's sort of like a drug. I get a little itchy when I talk about it. But this I had to have, and yes, I posted a picture on it. When does it release? Christmas. November comes first. No, that's a James Bond reference, right? I guess I'm getting Christmas in November, or whatever Bond said. Anyway. So I'm an impulsive buyer, and I had to pick this up because it was on clearance for $6. Not clearance, but clearance.
Doll hairs.
Doll hairs. And it is Bondage My Little Pony. Look at this. Look at it. Does that look like a superhero? No. That is Bondage My Little Pony. That is a Bondage Applejack. Like, seriously. Like, as soon as... And I looked at the other ones, and they don't have any pictures of the other ones. But I looked at the other ones, and I'm like, okay, they don't look like... They look like superheroes. That, like, it looks right. It's like they got capes and, you know, stuff like that, little jewels and stuff. It looks like superheroes. No. That is Bondage My Little Pony. Now, if she didn't have that little stuff across her nose... it wouldn't have been bondage. But that, she needs an apple ball gag in her mouth, and you've got Bondage My Little Pony. Even look at the back. Look at the picture she's supposed to be. Her tail is tied up. Yeah, Google bondage, Google tie-up chick. And you're going to get this.
Hey, that's a Target bondage exclusive.
Yeah, and it's an exclusive. Yeah, this is a bondage exclusive. Like, I had to have it. For $6, I would have paid 10. Honestly, I would have paid 10 to have the Bondage My Little Pony.
Because you're a twisted individual.
Oh, yeah, I've got to open it, too. I've got to have Bondage My Little Pony in my life. I'm so excited I dropped it. And look at this. They actually pulled the tail through the plastic, so it's going to be even harder to get out. Thanks.
They didn't want Bondage Barbie.
Bondage Barbie?
My Little Pony.
Does that go with Trailer Park Barbie?
We need to find Bondage Barbie. I'm sure she.
My Little Pony.
My little porno.
Why did they put that through her hair? How are little kids supposed to get that off?
They don't. They cry to their parents until they.
Mom.
I ain't helping you. I ain't
Damn
your
it.
mama. Boy.
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 Maybe you pull it. What sells it is the butt plug. No, that's what sells it to you.
Mrs. Davidi.
Mrs. Davidi! Oh, I thought you were leaving. I mentally prepared myself. Oh, I had to come back. I had to do Olympics talk, even though we're talking about Bondage, My Little Pony. Look at that. That is Bondage,
My Little Pony. Porno pony.
There you go. That is Bondage, My Little Pony. So, I do have official 2 My Little Ponies. My life is over. Sashi was getting jealous. You're right. Kids don't play with the fat, greasy men. Play with them. What? I have no idea what he's talking about. Not a clue.
You're greasy.
So there is the Bondage, My Little Pony. Had to have it. Had to have it. All right, we got to wrap up the cartoon brawl. Find out who will be moving on. And yeah, we're only gonna do one tonight. Who will it be? Will it be Bugs Bunny? Will it be Optimus Prime? Will he roll out or will he eat a carrot?
Supposed to be a superhero. It's not very superhero.
Bugs Bunny rolls over Optimus Prime. Look at that, 17-11. Ah, poor Optimus Prime. Honestly, you never know what's going to happen with these brawls. So, yes, Bugs Bunny moves on. And what's up, Optimus? Sound like Peter Griffin.
Yeah, that wasn't.
My Little Pony is what I'm talking about. Oh, well, loving the red. No, really. I mean, seriously. Like, if it didn't have the little thing over her nose, it would be fine. It would be sort of like a luchador mask or something. But they put that on there, put an apple in her mouth. It's a ball gag. I mean, seriously. Power Plugs picks rolling hard. It really is. Have a great weekend. Catch everyone later. Flop. Yeah, so I know I said I was going to be on a break, and technically I am, but because the Olympics is a big thing right now, I did want to get on and talk about it. And next Friday is the closing ceremony of the Olympics, and I definitely plan on doing another show next Friday. So I hope you guys come back next Friday. Since you know I'm going to be on, you can get on a little early and get all the Olympic coverage you can get handled.
We'll be first in line.
What the hell is she wearing, though? Latex. Does My Little Pony have a butt plug? Yes.
That's where her hair comes from.
Yeah. She twists her hair up like the old Native American girls. You know, the hair tampon?
That's not a thing.
Yes, it was.
They used cotton.
Whatever.
But that's not a plug.
Have a nice Olympics.
That's a
right.
badge plug.
I told you, Vinny, a latex suit. Yeah, see, she knows. Derp, malt, liquor.
Mr. Badass Dude.
Crampon stick. Oh, man. You know I will be here. Of course you will hear us because you are a bondage freak. But other than that, it's all right. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out on this, what'd you call it? Surprise show.
It's a secret show.
Secret show. Secret show.
Secret show. Secret show.
Party time. Toys Olympic
show.
talk. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you next Friday. Hopefully, if everything goes right, I want you guys to be safe. Have a wonderful time. Watch some Olympics. Bring it up. Do some pride for it because every country is available right now except North Korea because they can eat a dick. But everybody else is up for grabs, so go out there, root for your country. And oh, Canada, you've got 2 medals. But other than that, it doesn't matter. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you all next week.
La 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 la.
Yeah, exactly. All that. Open. Get up there. There we go. Been a while since I pushed that button.
It's a that taste going on.
3.0. Secret show.
It's a nerdy effect.
Secret show.
Nerdy effect.
Show. Not the regular. It's totally secret. You didn't see anything.
Olympics, because America.